muchachos, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bienvenido a un directito más del Puerco Regalón. Aquí estamos viendo el COD Next. Oye, vayan a buscar su pase libre para ver ahí el jueguito. Bueno, para los que quieran entrar al juego y entrar antes a la beta anticipada. Ahí está el omnisalto. El salto que van a usar contra la pared. Está bueno igual, la verdad, no sé. Mientras lo mantengan. Mientras mantengan ese saltito ahí directamente en el juego multiplayer, en el Black Ops 7 como tal. Yo no tengo problema, guacho. Pero si ya lo meten a Warzone y esas cosas, como que no sé. Pienso que no es la idea, guacho, de verdad. De verdad creo que no es la idea que metan esto. Que metan esto al juego como tal, guacho, se lo juro. Creo que no es lo ideal meterlo al juego. No sé, o sea, es de cada uno. Para gustos colores, amigo, pero yo creo que no deberían de meterlo al juego. ¿Qué pasa, chavato? ¿Estáis viendo? Oye, la hora. Ey, métete a Discord. Chao. O sea, métete a Discord, métete a Twitch. ¿Necesitáis verlo junto conmigo? Pues, para que estemos los dos jugando después la prueba. Chao, ponte serio, ponte serio. ¿Qué pasa, Manolete? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido al directito, brother. Viendo acá el COD Next, la presentación y el gameplay del multijugador de Black Ops 7, muchachos.
Quite the lobby right here. Legion swag on the other side, getting FIFA down, but you know that FIFA's bring some energy, and yeah, he's trying to bounce from wall to wall. And that's the other thing, and you'll notice as we start to see the gameplay.
Bueno, están hablando prácticamente todo el rato en inglés, así que, bueno, no vamos a entender mucho, pero están mostrando el gameplay, un poquito del gameplay sin los comentarios. Podríamos decir que el juego lo más atractivo que trae es el tema del omnimovimiento, o no del omnimovimiento, sino que del salto que tienen con el tema de la pared, que puedes saltar apegándote a una pared. Entonces es como como lo mejorcito de la, por decirlo así. Pero este juego viene así, tal cual, medio futurista la vaina, pero no está tan malo, la verdad, no está tan malo. Ahí están en Las Vegas, en el COD Next, la máxima producción hecha de streaming para Black Ops 7. Wey, te traduzco lo que entiendo, nada más. Lo demás, vete acá la mierda, no entiendo nada.
Gracias
Están todos locos. Muchas gracias, Manolete. Muchas gracias, Manolete, por esos 500 likes.
You know what, Chris? I love Code Bowl, and I gotta say, you guys at home, you're lucky because you get to watch the US, UK, and Canadian military esports teams duke it out with your favorite creators.
Manuel dice se escucha muy bajo.
And of course, to get their hands on
¿Qué se escucha bajo el audio de esta vaina?
Black Ops 7 beta codes and Black Ops 6 in-game rewards, revealing the endowments new pack in Black.
No se olviden que viene el mundial, torneo mañana.
Ask you, Parker, and put you on the spot. What team are you rooting for this year?
I mean, it's Black Ops 7. We're in the future.
Manuel dice si literal no se escucha.
Space Force, they already launched one trophy into the atmosphere. Let's get another one. Let's get 2 satellites.
Amigo mío.
Dice y tengo el volumen al máximo.
Liking what I'm hearing here, Parker.
¿Cómo no se va a escuchar, amigo?
It's called the Space Team.
Está hueveando.
We're gonna head back into some more Black Ops 7 action. Enjoy, folks.
A ver, le digo al tiro, voy a ponerme yo en el directo. A ver cómo se...
In the Blackheart and back on board with T-Dog. He's feeling himself. I talked to him a little bit yesterday after they did their test.
Es que, amigo, en realidad el juego se escucha re poco.
Yeah, like it's so.
Se escuchan las voces de los tipos nomás, en inglés.
See, it's displaying that. But one thing that I think we really need to highlight is the overclock feature, right? We get this extra overclock feature, which basically allows you to upgrade your equipment. So, like, you have a stim shot, right? You can overclock that and essentially make it last longer, or
No se escucha mucho el juego, chicos.
you know, anything that comes your way. So it's pretty cool that we have that feature in buffed equipment.
We'll point your attention to it as we go, because yeah, the field upgrade is really interesting this year. We're bringing back things like active camo. Of course, trophy systems are still in place, which I know a lot of players that are looking to play more of that competitive style are going to really enjoy the fact that the overclock gives you more deletion of incoming utility. That's great news.
Recuerden que estoy haciendo
You also have things like
el video viene de parte de los muchachos.
Flare that I think that is building upon, again, some of the core successes that we saw for Black Ops 6. And how about
Tremendo hacker que tiene el brother ahí, mira. Una mira que te deja ver detrás de las paredes.
Gracias.
Big Cartier, que no era, ese loco no usaba hack. Gracias por la compartida, brother. Ese man no usaba hack.
All the combinations that you
No lo habían funado por usar hack.
so amazing.
Gracias, Lolita, también la compartida también.
Big Cartier, sí. Usaba hack ese hermano.
Yet again,
Muchas gracias por compartir el live, muchachos.
that ledge. But Alan, I'd love that you
Tengo entendido que ese man usaba hacker, guacho. Te lo juro.
that you can utilize, but
No sé si era él o me lo estoy confundiendo, pero se parece muchísimo.
playing out here around the diving bell side.
clean?
Oh, can we keep it going?
Let me see another one of those Gravemakers come on board. Let's stick here, Ops team, because we're seeing some gameplay right now. And I'll tell you, we're going to see some pop-off moments with the movement. And
Oh, hizo el doble movimiento para saltar ahí mismo y no le salió, la verdad.
you can essentially,
Intentó saltar ahí mismo y no pudo.
really awesome to see that level of elevation be added into the mix.
It's not my dog.
That's not his dog, but you don't want to pet that dog. Oh my gosh. So with that too, kind of like some of the hybrid perks, right? Support offensive, you can gain bonus streaks. So maybe in pubs you want to do that.
Indeed.
Muchas gracias por ese tremendo like que te pegaste, amigo.
A deep dive on all things new Black Ops 7 map regarding. But we'll be right back. More Call of Duty coming up after the break.
Strikeboss dice que haces bro. Strikeboss dice que miras.
Estoy viendo el COD Next 2025 del Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Bueno, sale su réglame más o menos ahí trilladito. Estaba esperando que se fueran a una pausa. Buenas, buenas, Abraham. ¿Cómo está, brother? Muchas gracias por esos likes que se están pegando en YouTube, muchachos. Mira, aquí va llegando la muchachada. Todos los invitados al COD Next. Obviamente nosotros no estamos en la lista. No estamos en la lista del COD Next, muchachos. Pero bueno, esto es en Las Vegas, muchachos. Por ahí debe estar Questico, ¿ah? Todos jugando y haciendo stream al mismo tiempo, obviamente. Cada uno con su contenido. Aquí tenemos los mapas que tenemos acá. Scar, Homestead, Blackheart, Den, Colossus, Toshin, Flagship, Mission Tide, Retrieval, Paranoid, The Force, Sports, Mission End, 8, algo así. Cortex, Imprint y Ride. Wait, no alcancé a nombrarlos todos, guacho. Pero estaban todos ahí casi. Estaban casi todos, guacho. Ahora viene Den. Nos están mostrando Den, no sé, la verdad.
Also, a lot of fun with some
Vamos a subirle un poquito de volumen.
walks there on the side.
And of course, we've got Express, one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Watch out for that train. We're now in Japan.
Express estaba.
Hijacked, another one now set in the Tokyo Bay.
So cool.
Fast, frenetic.
Jacket también estaba. Estaba antes igual. Mapas que ya estaban, guacho.
Is David Mason's childhood home, which is awesome.
Nunca digan nunca, amigo. ¿Por qué, guacho?
Really fun map under the Aurora Borealis in Alaska. It looks amazing. It's got some technology there that's kind of smashing into it. Really fun.
Paranoia.
Amazing. You talk about Black Ops. We're leaning into the mind bending. We're in David Mason's mind, and you need to escape the nightmare here, which is a lot of fun. Looks great. Plays super frenetic and fun.
And we got Raid. It's
Yes.
beautiful
Come on.
now.
Yes, we
In
do.
the Tokyo Hills, our iconic competitive favorite map is back.
So
This
excited.
one's a lot of fun. Retrieval. You're in the
Retrieval.
wilderness, and actually, if you run through the snow, you leave behind footprints. So it's pretty cool to try to track some players through that.
Scar.
Scar's next, and this is another Alaskan town, but we've kind of smashed her where this town's been taken over by technology. Collateral damage.
Flagship.
It's an awesome, another callback. USS Obama from BO2 now being decommissioned. Fight through it. Sparks are falling on you. Robots around you. It's a lot of fun.
Bueno, están hablando de los mapas ahí, están hablando de todas esas cositas. Muestre otro gameplay, por favor. Bueno, esos son los mapas que quedan por jugar. Cortex. Yo creo que la gente que es más antigua en el juego va a cachar como todos los mapas. Black Hair. Acá donde se pueden probar más los saltos, ¿eh? GeForce.
Technology on display, and you got some cool dynamic cover in the middle here. Exposure set in Australia. We've got some really vibrant colors, some cool wall jump opportunities up in that rotating container. Get some cool power positions right in the middle there.
Imprint is
Imprint.
the printing facility that's actually making technology of war. You get to step through the whole process of doing it, and it's got a movie.
Muy tecnológica la...
And you've got Toshin,
Toshin.
gorgeous, vibrant colors.
Un barrio chino ahí.
Urban Tokyo, and you got that crash site
Ey, era en Tokio, no en China, guacho.
in the center, and really awesome landmarks.
Pretty awesome landmarks. Everything.
Tienes que tener el Game Pass Pro, el último Game Pass, el más grande, amigo, para poder jugarlo.
Beautiful stuff. Let's talk about how they play, though. I mean, how did you guys come to, the approach for designing these maps?
O el Ultra parece que se llama, no me acuerdo cómo se llama el último Game Pass, parece, pero el Game Pass, el más caro que tenéis que tener. Ahí lo podéis jugar, obviamente. Yo tengo el Game Pass, el normal. No hay de qué, brother. Deja tu tremendo like, amigo mío. Apóyame con ese like. Muchas gracias por ese like. Oye, sí, tienes que tener el Game Pass, el Ultra, para poder jugarlo. Pero mientras tanto, si tenemos el Game Pass como tal, no se puede. Van a estar probando muchas cosas hoy día. Yo no voy a alcanzar a ver todo porque prácticamente tengo que trabajar un rato más. Así que, bueno, tengo que dormirme porque tengo que ir a trabajar más tarde. Pero vamos a estar viendo un poquito y no se olviden que para poder jugar y acceder a la beta anticipada tienen que mantenerse 1 hora en el live de Twitch, tener enlazada su cuenta de Call of Duty para poder acceder a esta beta anticipada, chicos. Van a lanzar unos códigos, pero tenéis que estar viendo el directo por 1 hora. Y meterte obviamente a un canal que tenga los drops activados, chicos.
And we got more gameplay to get to. Casters, over to you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Shift back with Dream Crazy again. And as you see behind us, everyone's locked in. We couldn't even bother to try to talk to anybody. They're all locked into their streams, ready to go. And we're going to take a look at our second map here coming up, The Forge. As you heard, we're interested in design base, but the real interesting thing about it is that dynamic center. The walls rotating around and pivoting, making that a very interesting battleground as we raise up into The Forge.
The Forge, and also too, 2 wings connected by covered hallways. It's just a lot of variety built on the harbor in Japan, and you'd love to see a bright and colorful map hold ship. But those walls, again, for every single map, it's not too much, right? But just a little like center point where it just can change the situation.
Yeah, absolutely the case. Well, we'll take a look at it. This is another one of those maps, and Brittany had talked about this. Taking the ability of wall jumping to stop yourself from mantling and getting to those higher grounds faster. I will say, this is one of the maps that I got a chance to play yesterday, and I did feel the...
Tenemos... lo latinaron mucho con el actor que pusieron para el tráiler del juego, obviamente. Milo Ventimiglia, parece que se llama. Milo Ventimiglia.
Center up a little bit faster too. Really does make that elevation and that high ground battle.
Sí, ese actor me gusta mucho. Salió en Rocky, qué sé yo, en varias películas más.
Against it.
I love that you say that because it
Milo
Milo
Ventimiglia, una cosa así. No me acuerdo el nombre del tipo.
type of mind.
Pero salió en Rocky. Todos lo van a conocer porque es hijo de Rocky.
That M8A1, and for AR players, for these height advantages, for those power positions, it's really useful to climb up in those high ground, and hit the high ground and slap it down on the map.
I think the other thing that's really interesting...
Mira, este mapa ya estaba ya. Este mapa como tal ya existía. Está como una versión como actualizada. Deus Amir ahí saliendo pantalla también.
As we call it, where you get like that competitive edge where you're just barely over a piece of...
Deus Amir está ahí en directito.
But your ability to bounce kind of eliminates the power position of the low ground, kind of medium ground headies, because you can just bounce up over, get a better look at the player behind that cover, and actually take an advantageous gunfight. So it's, again, just really interesting to see some of our more experienced players try to utilize that mechanic to make fights that feel, inadvantageous, a little bit more neutral.
Love that. Love that.
Dicen que las armas de Black Ops 7 tienen, parece que 250 niveles, parece. No sé si será tan así.
But hey, shout out to Elgato, share the wins, the official creator gear for Call of Duty. Next, thank you so much for supplying us with all of your gear.
And this is what map I will say you kind of
re-identify
doors, which is something that the devs have really kind of put a lot of focus into, the more automatic style. Something we saw a lot of more in like Black Ops 4, things of that nature, where you don't just get those single doors that you have to pop and burst open. Now you've got these more automatic style doors that you can shoot, create a longer line of sight than you may normally expect by looking at.
Los que jugaron COD Mobile se acuerdan de este mapa, guacho.
That's another one of those things that, again,
muchas gracias por esos likes, muchachos.
And where the as we move forward.
The doors, that was annoying bashing through it. So yes, it automatically kind of opening up for you as you walk up. On the forge here, going up top, you see Deja Samir kind of controlling this lobby observation area, but being very comfortable, full streak out, and also just kind of flying around the map. We love to see him. He's utilizing the Enforcer specialist, just allowing extra.
The thing that, kind of I wanted to turn your attention to as an audience member, those that are more familiar, got Omni movement under. You'll notice that there is a bit. We're used to seeing it from just a static jump into slide. You can get that. So, that's an
último competitivo de Deus Amir,
that's already
dicen, no sé la verdad.
Looking to dominate every game. Check out Origin, the official
y de muchos creadores más. Por ahí estoy escuchando unos ratitos.
Duty, whether you're at home or on the road, check out Origin to keep yourself in there, gaming, grinding, gunning.
He's not even using his streaks. He just wants to, at this point, maybe get a nuke. Deja Samir, he's a competitor, plays in World Series of Warzone. And look at him now, just continuing on, going. And you can see, too, every kill he gets on the right-hand side, quick regen, tech, sprint speed, movement speed. Getting those indicators, letting him know he still has his perks.
Yeah, it's just another one of those things, too, that the indication of...
El movimiento está buenísimo. Se ve muy fluido el movimiento.
You start to see, like, the who is targeting you, who did damage to you. A little bit of a boost now because you also see what you've been affected by, whether it's a UAV or a recon pulse. It's just really cool. There's no shortage of information on the game. So whether you're somebody who is experienced with Call of Duty or looking to jump back.
Yo por eso no uso cámara, chico, porque tendría la boca abierta igual que él.
This from knowing what's happening on the map. Almost a turn on for Deja Samir, which would have gotten SFG players.
De verdad que no tendría cámara porque tendría la boca igual de abierta que el amigo acá.
But online.
That's where maybe how do you take him down, someone who hasn't?
Deus Amir.
And I love that you mentioned that Call of Duty is so good for like countering, streaks, perks, countering equipment, and we love to see that. So maybe utilizing if you're the enemy team, right? Like maybe recon, right? You can see when you spawn up, you can see the direction of where players are coming from.
Yep.
Utilizing other perks classes to counter a player like this that is just literally flying around the map.
Well, we got a little bit of a comeback effort here from Amir's team.
Wey, tuvo buena esa,
How
sí.
you can utilize the movement to break cameras and give your
Mira, 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 mira.
in a gunfight you
El
might.
movement que hace saltando las paredes.
And Amir's happy to exclaim about that feeling.
Oh, se lo chingaron, guacho. Se
Modular
metieron de una.
center. As we take a look at Drop, another partner of Call of Duty Next. Customize your typing, the official key.
No se olviden que tienen que estar los drops activados, muchachos. Están los drops activados para ganar la clave de acceso anticipado. No se olviden, tienen que estar viendo el directo ahí en Twitch
Oh, no.
para que les dé la clave de acceso anticipado. No se olviden que tienen que tener enlazada la cuenta de Call of Duty con su cuenta de Twitch.
But
Si no la tienen enlazada, ve y enlázala de inmediato, brother. Ponte a ver el directo por 1 hora porque los drops están activados en todos los canales. Todos los canales de Twitch que están mostrando el directito.
just
Así que
again,
revísalo.
rotating cover.
Si no, vaya a perder el acceso anticipado a la beta.
Is what we see Samir doing. A lot of that cover versus mobility.
Yeah.
He's really utilizing
Yeah,
mobility.
100%. Yeah, this is an interesting map, I think, again, just to kind of highlight and showcase. Whoa!
Whoa,
What's
what's going
happening
on?
over here? Whoa, we can't. No.
Hey!
Whoa, whoa!
This is not
Okay,
tactical play here.
No, okay, there it is. We'll finish off on the body shield, still a part of Call of Duty. I know that was one of those things that we saw a lot of comedy in as it was incepted the last couple of years, and Amir is happy to say, shut your mouth. I'm at the top of the leaderboard. The game's looking incredible. Players are loving it, but let's take a look to see exactly how much the players are liking as we throw things down to Lottie from a From the Seat player check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.
Thank you so much, Shift. Hello, Zin. I know I'm totally interfering with your gameplay here on Black Ops 7. I have to ask you, though, early days. All right, coming into COD Next, I have to ask, what is your favorite map so far?
Probably Toshin. I like the Japanese vibe. I haven't been to Japan yet, so it's the closest thing I got. And so far, it's very, very vibrant. All the maps are very vibrant, which I think is very good. They're a ton of fun. But Toshin, I think, is my favorite right now.
All right, love to hear that. Now, we have a room filled with epic creators, of course, one being yourself. But if you had to 1v1 everyone in this room, are you coming out on top?
Who would I play, or?
Would you come out on top if you 1v1 everyone in this room?
Yeah, it's a guarantee. Hex might be difficult. Duke Dennis might be difficult. But everyone else, I think I can handle.
Yo no tengo idea de lo que está diciendo porque no le aplico mucho el inglés, cabrón.
Hitch in this room? Probably Hitch. Probably
Really? He's got the gunny like that?
Hitch.
That's not a friendship thing.
Sorry?
That's not a friendship thing, huh?
No, not at all.
Okay, not at all. And how?
Really good.
He's just really good. I'd love to hear that. How are you finding Black Ops 7 so far? Are you loving it?
Yeah, I am loving it. I'm not sure what we're allowed to say, but they showed us a lot of cool stuff that I think everyone should be really excited for. Like for me, maps is the most important, and so far I'm loving what I'm seeing. The M8's a ton of fun to use, right? Very nostalgic, and I feel like it's actually very well balanced. SMGs are fun. I love the wall bounce too. It adds for some, playing against Shotzi might be a little difficult, but it's fun.
Zin, thank you so much. You're such a good sport. Back to the game, back to the lab. Thank you very much, Zin. That has been your From the Seat player check-in brought to you by Herman Miller.
Lottie, thanks so much. Zinni doing maybe a little bit of, a little green wall service right there. But it does look like they're enjoying the game. And I will say, again, talking to players of all sorts and kinds, they are really, really loving it. And by the way, every single player here at COD Next are currently sitting, or should I say lounging, in Herman Miller chairs. Herman Miller is proud to be the official chair partner of Call of Duty Next. And
Holy shit, bro.
You at home can enter for a chance to win custom Herman Miller chairs by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and using the hashtags on your screen. Go get yourself into one of them. They are comfortable, but we're going to go to a short break. But when we return, more Black Ops 7 action.
Ah, bueno. Ah, bueno. Luego 60 kilos.
Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton, equipped for precision. Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition.
Pero van a el mapa de resurgimiento, ¿no?
Get yours on November.
Yo espero que sí, ¿o no?
Customize your typing.
O quizás ni lo prueben, chicos.
The official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty.
I'm here with Paolo's senior game designer here at Treyarch.
So we're going to be talking about weapons today. I don't know where we even start. What have you got in store this year for us with Black Ops 7?
The big focus for us this year is just weapon variety. Most of them are brand new to the franchise, which is really exciting. And we've been able to pack a ton of unique gameplay into our launch portfolio because of that. I think like one great example would be a new shotgun. It's called the M10 Breacher. It's a pump.
Trae contador de munición.
If you hold down the trigger, you'll charge it up, reduce its spread, and then can fire and release and land some of those mid-range shots with a little bit more accuracy. And then obviously,
El arma bachetada, guacho.
classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning. Peacekeeper and M8A1, I think, are two great examples of our weapon goals. The Peacekeeper blurs the lines between AR and SMG, and the M8A1 obviously has its 4-round burst. Still extremely lethal, I will say. And now with Gunsmith, you can kind of build it in different ways too, which is really exciting.
It sounds like there is a lot of variety, and variety seems to be this word that we keep coming back to with Black Ops 7.
Variety is a big focus for us, and the 2035 setting has really helped us kind of push the gameplay in a lot of creative and unique ways. And obviously the weapons look amazing as well. You know, the aesthetic is really this cool marriage of sleek and tech, but still grounded. We've been able to kind of push the characteristics of each weapon to further extremes and still find creative ways to balance that, keep them in check.
Can we talk about Gunsmith? Are there any big changes there?
We've seen a lot of feedback from players that they want more build variety, and we're targeting that in a few different ways. At the core, though, we're making sure that you can modify some of the key stats that people really care about across multiple attachment slots. Or if you are more interested in just a good balanced build, there's going to be different ways of achieving that.
No se ve mal el arma, la verdad.
What can we expect post-launch?
Se ve bien buena.
This momentum going into post-launch. So weapons more iconic, classic Black Ops 2 weapons returning, but a lot of attention into bringing more brand new weapons to the franchise as well. On the attachment side, we're really excited for the return of attachment rewards and weekly challenges. And most of those are going to be for a specific weapon. They're gonna totally change the way you play with that weapon. Sometimes in absolutely
Bueno, están ahí viendo todo.
no one, I think,
Hablando sobre todo un poco, guacho, todo en inglés.
bring global attachments each season that are going to be able to go on
Da lo mismo, del PC o del celular da lo mismo.
game.
Pablo, there seems to be a lot to...
Voy a hacerlo del celular y después tenés que meterte al PC y sacar el código que está ahí y canjearlo.
Dive in.
Can't wait, but for now, it's back to next.
En realidad te van a mandarte un código así.
Thank you, Miles. That was Pablo.
Bueno, la otra vez lo hicimos, pues no te acordáis.
So there are so many ways to customize your
Para
playstyle.
el Battlefield 6, ¿te acordás que lo hicimos?
We're back with Matt and Yale, but guys, hold on. We've talked weapons, but let's...
Tenéis que ver el directo por una hora, ya sea en el celular o en el PC, da lo mismo.
Already walked us through some of these weapons, but Yale, we're in the armory
En un
now.
canal que diga drops activado.
Just looking forward to playing with in the beta.
There's so many great guns, but for me, probably the Dravik 45.
That's mine. That's my pick.
We had a bunch of pros out, and they all played, and they definitely gravitated towards that one.
Yeah.
And
Mientras sea de Twitch que lo estoy viendo.
the M10 Breacher is awesome if you're rolling shotguns. Also just the weapon prestige system, all the attachment stuff that we're doing, prestige attachments, just so many ways to customize. It's great.
Yeah, and speaking of what's coming to beta, Matt, let's talk about Overclock. This is a massive innovation coming to multiplayer in Black Ops 7.
Sí, correcto, tenéis que verlo en el Twitch nomás.
So Overclocks we're very excited about, and it really all came back to how do we let players tailor towards their
No olvidé darle like al directo, pues bueno.
more agency. So with Overclocks, every piece of content throughout lethals, tacticals, field upgrades, and score streaks, you will eventually unlock 2 overclocks. Those are modifications to those things, which you can then apply one of those overclocks of your choosing. It adds a ton of depth to your loadout, and that's what we're really trying to do in Black Ops 7.
Yeah, like bonuses, getting those bonuses.
Bonuses,
on
yeah, stat bonuses,
customization.
functionality changes, some really fun stuff there.
Some of them are crazy and
Yeah.
awesome, and I cannot wait to use them.
I can't wait either. Yale, have you got any favorites?
Probably point turret. The fact that you can stick it on walls with one of the overclocks, it just makes it slightly more tactical to use. And then the Rhino's awesome. Like, it is a beast and
Even the
super
stimmy.
powerful.
Yeah, like even things, maybe undersung, you get to that extra
Little ways to
extra
tweak 'em.
buff.
It's just nice that it's everywhere. Experience really matters, and you
Tienes que mantenerlo una hora nomás, hermano.
Every single thing I'm playing with in this game is almost
Nada más que una hora, brother.
impressive. And yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to play with camo, with smoke grenades. They've got different versions.
Por Call of Duty. No, cualquier canal que tenga drop activo, hermano.
Do you have a favorite overclock?
I don't have a single favorite. Yeah,
Yo lo estoy viendo por la de Xbox.
it is
Mira,
because you get to go back to.
ahí, Xbox.
If I had to pick one, it's got to be the dog.
Of course.
And when he
¿Cachai?
my team, he is a very good boy.
Y acá arriba dice drop
Your team.
are on. What's the code next broadcast?
I have a little bit of
Switch for
surprise for you.
1 hour.
You're on the
Because we
streets.
have
O sea, te está diciendo que tenés que verlo por una hora, po.
he's on our team, so he's
Güey, salió el pinche perro, güey.
Which overclock does he? Oh, okay.
Hay hartos que están dando.
So he's gonna hunker down a little.
Están dándolo, ¿cachai?
confirm
Yep. You can't
to
pet the dog.
reenact.
And I'll
Yo busqué la de Xbox.
go ahead and tell you.
Tenés que poner acá
Pet the dog. You have to.
Activision o Code Next. Cualquiera de los dos en buscar.
You
Te va a salir.
that one.
Si ponés Activision. O sea, si ponés Code Next.
Are they capturing B?
Down by the road.
Tienes que poner Code Next. Se me ha olvidado. No sé por qué puse Activision. Code Next.
Go get him! Go get him! Go
Y
get.
aquí te va a salir de todos los canales que están dando el Code Next.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, we love
he's
him.
been
We
the
love him.
star of the
We love him.
show at Next,
O ponele Xbox nomás, po, weón.
and so
He does,
be
yeah.
prepared for that
And-
if you have one coming after you.
DAWG.
Yes.
Just
Dog.
don't get it wrong.
Dog.
Yeah,
It's a dog.
Busca Xbox y te
So
va a salir el canal de Xbox
excited
dándola más.
the specialist wild card.
That's right.
Now this is not going to be in beta, but it is in at launch. Tell us about it.
So it's the first time a Black Ops game has ever had specialist. It is a wild card because it is a Black Ops game. We love our wild cards.
Yeah, we do.
So if you give up your score streaks, which some of us, I know we've talked, Stephanie, you have some difficulties attaining score streaks sometimes.
Don't you?
You said it. Your words, not mine. But if you're
Tengo que verlo por 60 minutos, ya llevo media hora.
so if you take the wild card,
Y te van a darte acá el.
3 additional perks. So for a total of 6, you earn those 3 additional ones at 200, 400, and 600 score. And then if you are good enough, which
Ya puedes conseguir con Net Calling Card
yep, at 12
para obtener el botín reclamando tu drop. Ya puedes conseguir
Brent, we got some feedback.
el emblema. Ya tengo el emblema ya listo.
We're quick to adjust, so you will earn every perk in the game minus tax sprint if
That's
you
out.
get
Reclamar ahora.
at 1200 score.
Reclamar ahora.
The soldier vibes.
Gonna be very
Absolutely.
fun.
I can't wait, cannot wait. Well, also last week I got to stop by Treyarch and get all the intel on some of the innovations coming to player customization. Let's take a look.
Falta poquito.
Game designer at Treyarch here on Black Ops 7. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
I'm excited to get my hands on the game. I'm very excited to see how I can customize my playstyle, which feels like more than ever in Black Ops 7. But the number one change I'm most interested in is the overclock system. Can you explain the philosophy behind that?
It's all about
Aquí tenía un montón de canales porque yo lo estoy viendo acá.
and meaningful choices that adjust gameplay. So overclocks are upgrades that you can unlock over time as you use a piece of equipment, upgrade, or a field score streak, or a score streak. Eventually you'll unlock two, and then you can choose one, and then you can choose one of them. So it gives you options, maybe based on a mode, maybe based on a mode, you want to use this, but based on a different mode. One of my favorite examples is the new dog score streak. As an overclock that adds a sentry feature, which turns it into this really powerful turret.
Another change that's been made. So Black Ops 6, we had the combat specialties, which was
¿Ya lo estáis viendo ya?
having 3 perks of the same type gives me a bonus, which was great. I had a lot of fun. How is that changing in Black Ops 7?
¿Cómo verlo?
We really wanted to expand on that system in Black Ops 7. Players seemed to like the system, but maybe felt it was a little bit too limiting. And so with hybrid combat specialties in Black Ops 7, you can experiment with playstyles, and you can mix and match. So as an example, say you like offensive and stealth perks. Now you can equip any mixture of those. Boom, you're going to get a cool new hybrid bonus tied to those things.
Staying on perks, there is a big addition to the game for the first time in Black Ops history, the Specialist Wildcard. What is the Specialist Wildcard?
We were just talking about perks. We got a lot of cool new perks. Why not let players play with all of them? And what this lets you do is earn extra perks instead of your score streak. So you equip this to your loadout, you add more perks, and then you earn those on score. And then eventually, if you earn enough score, you can get all the perks.
Thank you so much. There is so many choices to be made now as a player. My playstyle, truly, I'm going to go deep in that beta. I cannot wait, mate.
Really exciting. See you in the beta.
Thanks, Alvin. Back to the guys in next.
Shift back with Dream Crazy. So awesome to hear what's new for loadout.
El Code Next.
Level of perks, weapons, specialists, utility, everyone feels like there's a level of customizing it to your play style.
Yeah, there's so much to look at, Shift. I just can't wait to get my hands on it, but just kind of just having that ability to use the overclock feature to extend the life of some of the streaks. And of course, looking at all of this on these beautiful maps in this interactive space here, coming up on Hardpoint on Toshin. Method said it was his favorite map, Shift, so let's see if he's gonna pop up on this one. But those ARs, they've been pretty dominant here today.
I know all you ranked Warriors, CDL fans just inched a little bit further forward in your seat to see how exactly Hardpoint will play, and we're taking
El barrio coreano.
and their team is dominating, so he's just going to hang out, try to get some of the sniper gameplay going through here. So with this, I will say I played Toshin yesterday on this mode particular, and just, you know, I got to get into my little CDL roots right here. I think this map is going to be viable. It feels super awesome. The points are dynamic. They feel like they're really balanced in terms of location, position, how you spawn around them, how spawns move. Everything feels really, really solid. I'm glad we're getting our first taste of Hardpoint on this map.
And on Toshin too, we saw a little bit of VS Recon there, a little sniper play coming into action, which is a very, very, you know, feasible weapon here. But does get sniped by one. And well, I love this map on Toshin. There's a lot of mixed spacing that we see here too.
Yeah, and I think it's just, again, how you utilize some of these high ground positions, watching over hardpoints. This is P1 right here. You do have those windows that are on the other side. It feels like a power position.
Se ve bueno el gameplay, la verdad. Pero como te digo, me gustaría que el omnimovimiento de saltar por las paredes solamente quede en el multiplayer. No me gustaría verlo en Warzone, en Rebuild o en Verdad, no sé. No me gustaría verlo ahí. Me gustaría como que se quede ahí en el multiplayer de Black Ops, no sé. Bueno, no voy a alcanzar a ver, yo creo que lo que sea el mapa nuevo de Rebuild parece, porque va a haber un mapa nuevo de Rebuild, no lo sé la verdad, pero bueno, no creo que alcance a verlo la verdad.
And then, you know, lower level, still, you can have submachine guns go at it on the ground level. So those ARs, as you'd mentioned, getting set up into those power positions, we see aiding kind of
Yo tengo que ir a dormir porque tengo que ir a trabajar más rato, así que voy a estar un ratito más para cumplir con la cuota, para activar el drop y obviamente tener el acceso anticipado a la beta. Chicos, no se olviden, activen el drop. Tienen que ir y enlazar la cuenta de Twitch con la página de Call of Duty, o si no, no van a tener acceso anticipado a la beta.
Their loadout, but how it affects your team and just the lobby in general, as you're seeing the UAV reveals are coming through right now for Aiden with a Rhino in play. So in terms of a possible comeback, this is looking pretty decent, going from 1 to 2 pretty smoothly and having an idea of where the spawns are going to be. Aiden's just locking down the OBJ.
Well, Herman Miller Gaming is proud to be the official chair partner of Call of Duty. Next, shout out to Herman Miller for supporting us and definitely keeping us locked in here during next.
Chairs are
absolutely
important. No bias. But yeah, you know, I think the other thing that we talked about a lot, you know, with the players yesterday, the creators yesterday, with how different the maps look aesthetically, there is still this innate ability to very visibly see your opponents. And, you know, I was talking to Brittany quite a bit, one of the level designers, about the map design philosophy and kind of experiencing a futuristic or near futuristic atmosphere. And she was very specific in talking about, we want to be able to really see the different sight lines that a player can have. We don't want to really clutter things with too much high ground, too many windows, too much stuff that's on the ground around you. Enough to make it feel dynamic and that you have options in terms of what you play through, but not too much to where you feel like you can't see your opponents, as Aiden is tracking everything right now.
But those, I love that you point that out, because the derailment structures, right, as Aiden was shooting at an opponent, you could see those broken structures really do work as vantage points for cover. So Brittany, yes, a great job at just kind of like mixing the two, and with the vertical sight, the vantage points all around these alleyways. There's just so many ways you can cover too, as well as those open mixed areas.
Yeah, I think that the other thing is, you know, a lot of these maps, when we look at 3-lane based maps, which again, there is an inspiration towards a lot of this. And as we get equipped for precision, Hamilton is entering the Call of Duty franchise space, the special edition khaki field automatic. I'll say we had some time to talk to representatives, and wow, it's cool. I actually have the watch on right now that was used in Interstellar, the Murph watch. Very clean, very comfortable, so make sure you check out Hamilton for that limited edition if you're looking to up your wrist game. But getting back to the point, you know, again, you've got these central POIs, especially in a map like Hardpoint. You see those interest points immediately, but how you connect between the lanes feels really smooth, really fluid. And again, doesn't feel like you're held back by trying to take these tight routes to get from place to place, which I love.
Yeah, right? We saw Deja Samir doing that on the Forge, right? Every single map, the map transition from lane to lane is so beautiful. And even if you are using something like the VS Recon, depending on what types of specialties and perks that you have attached to it, you can move very fast. And MZ, a reputable sniper by far for so long in the community, she's working it really well with these one-shot, one-kills.
Looking clean, now off the spawn. Are we gonna see a quad feed? Come on, MZ. Almost a chance for some collateral.
No mames, güey.
Oh, that almost, can't believe it. Almost absolutely tore apart the entire lobby. But yes, we do, MZ. We take those.
Definitely some nice shots there. Almost through the wall, but we saw a little bit that earlier.
Here we go.
El tema de volverse invisible, güey.
Kind of hearing the hearing the strategies on that one. She knows exactly what she's doing here, but they are dominating right now. Another one goes down. Gosh, this is a sniper we have to try when we're on.
You know, I gotta just reveal my position here on it. I know the community talks about it a lot when it comes to the competitive side of the esport. Are we gonna see snipers in the game? Feels like we should have a chance to see this one. But official pizza of Call of Duty is Little Caesars. If you're feeling hungry while checking out Call of Duty Next, feel free to get on in there. As we continue on with the coverage for today, everyone is talking about the new dog score streak, of course, and courtesy of Little Caesars, we get to see a little bit more with him as we sat down to talk to Dog for a pep talk.
No.
What's up, everybody? This is Little Caesars Pep Talk with the side of Black Ops Intel. I'm your host, Chris Puckett, joined by a very special guest. We got T-Dog Smitty, and T-Dog Smitty, I have a special present for you. You hungry?
I am so hungry.
Let's eat, my friend. Bring him in.
Look at my guy.
It wouldn't be a Black Ops without
you so much.
livery service. It's launch week, it's reveal week. What's the content strategy?
Get as much content as humanly possible. First, we want to look at the maps. Black Ops 2 guns are back.
What's going to be new in this game that you're pumped for?
The wall bouncing.
Weapons, I saw the camos are kind of nuts here.
The best thing they're doing this year is it's any mode you want. So campaign, zombies, warzone, multiplayer, you name it, they got it.
Give me the day one. I need to get to Prestige as fast as possible loadout. What are you running?
Holy moly. The M8 felt really, really good when I used it. The Peacekeeper felt great.
If you're
honestly, right now, they're all pretty good.
For anyone who wants to become a Call of Duty creator, what pro tips do you have for us?
Don't just go live for 4 hours, mindlessly doing random stuff. Have a strategy.
Final question. This is the Little Caesars Pep Talk. Where can I find more content from T-Dog Smitty?
YouTube.com/TDogSmitty.
For all of you at home, it is time to open the Little Caesars app.
Promociones para pizza, qué sé yo.
Complete it, and you could win Black Ops 7. Yeah, a free copy. And you are also entered for a chance to squad up with George Kittle, maybe T-Dog Smitty. Number 85, Little Caesars Call of Duty. Does it get better than that? I didn't think so.
That was amazing, and we gotta love that dog. By the way, our creators are rocking Corsair peripherals throughout the venue, so you at home can enter for a chance to win the peripherals bundle by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account and use the hashtag below. But we'll be right back, and more Black Ops 7 coming right up.
Dominate every game on a big screen TCL QD Mini LED TV with 144Hz native refresh rate and AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. TCL, the official TV, Call of Duty. Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Operators, get ready to ride the special edition Polaris Razor Pro R and Sportsman XP 1000 vehicles, dropping soon into Call of Duty Warzone. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize, a trip to an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle in a 1-hour epic Call of Duty battle. Complete the Little Caesars Call of Duty challenge today. Welcome back, Black Ops 7 multiplayer. Looking sick, looking slick. We've been joined by Lawrence Metten, Associate Design Director at Treyarch. Lawrence, I know there is a lot of stuff going on with Prestige in Black Ops 7. So firstly, welcome to the Only Room. Secondly, tell us more.
Thank you. Yeah, so we have classic Prestige in Black Ops 7. We have a new journey. Excited to share more about the updates coming to Prestige Master and the icons and things like that as we get closer to launch. But our big story with Prestige in Black Ops 7 is the return of Weapon Prestige. And we're really doing for Weapon Prestige in BO7 what we did for Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6, and that's bring back a fan favorite progression system in a way that feels faithful to the way it used to work, but also bigger and better than ever.
So Weapon Prestige is bringing an even deeper journey for players with their favorite weapons. Lawrence, tell us how this is going to work.
Yeah, so reach max weapon level, you're gonna have the choice to enter Weapon Prestige. Doing so will automatically unlock a unique Prestige attachment that each weapon in the game has. And these are chunky, build-changing attachments that really change the way those guns play. You're also gonna unlock a camo, and the Weapon Prestige system is packed with camos, some of which are remastered Black Ops 2 camos. So you may see some fan favorite camos on the screen here. You know we had to do graffiti camo.
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's so many.
Oh, it's great.
Charms, camos, attachments, Prestige has got it all going on. But Lawrence, it feels like Black Ops 7 is seriously about the camos this time around.
Oh yeah, we're going big with camos. So we have our core camo grind. We have camos in Prestige. We're gonna have camos in our live seasons. So weekly challenges, we'll have 2 camos per season, an animated camo to chase for completing that system. We're gonna have camos in our seasonal events, and I mean, we're going big with camos. There's a redacted camo.
We heard people like camos.
The jacket don't lie, folks. The jacket don't lie.
Yeah, he came prepared. Like we were like, there's only one thing you're allowed to wear.
He's working through his headshots.
Yeah,
he's early in his journey.
I'm 5 headshots in on this thing.
All right, I know we all love the camos. Matt, what's your favorite one?
I mean, so Lawrence mentioned we've got some remasters, some reimagines. I worked on Black Ops 2. One of my favorites. It does relate to a breakfast meat.
You know I've been outside your office with signs picketing for this one.
You have been sliding bacon strips under my office door.
Subtle,
but we took it. So hey, I'm gonna go with bacon. Bacon camo.
And it's never looked better.
It's sizzling in this
it is
game.
Hot. It sizzles. It's greasy. It's all of the
all the things we need it to be.
Okay, so while we unlock these camos and more throughout this progression journey, the best part is if you make something awesome. First now in Black Ops, Lawrence, can you explain the sort of the build share for us?
Yeah, weapon build sharing. We wanted to do this for a long time. We've finally been able to do it with Black Ops 7. You can send a build you've created directly to a friend. You can grab a build from the kill cam. So if someone's got your number in a match and you're like, man, what's that guy using? Grab that build, throw it into your loadout for the next game. And then you can also share via a build code. So right in the gunsmith is a build code, edit a build.
Muestren algo como, no sé, un poquito de Revit, algo así, guacho, me tienen aquí viendo gameplay.
Out of game. Grab that build code, throw it into your game, and you're rocking that gun.
Yep.
My days of digging through the spreadsheets are over.
12 minutos y tenemos el...
What's the build? They're like, straight in my loadout. That's so cool.
It's, you know, I spent a lot of time on the social medias looking for meta builds, so I no longer have to do that. I can just grab a code, and I will also, we saw Pablo talking about our weapons earlier. I will often hit him up on a Saturday night and be like, hey,
if you want to know anything,
what is the best
Pablo's
weapon, Pablo? Now he can just send me a code.
Yeah.
Pablo build codes are
Aquí esperando que muestren algo bueno de resurgimiento. Algo nuevo del mapa nuevo de Battle Royale.
Launch, but we've already seen.
Pero nada que muestren nada.
Thing we have not seen is modes. More modes, new modes. We need to talk about modes. So we are talking about Skirmish.
That's right.
Which is not in the beta, but will be there at launch. What's Skirmish all about, Matt?
Yeah, so Brittany said we got maps, and I'm going to say we got modes. Skirmish is our player count 20v20 mode based on Avalon. We will have 2 launch maps on day 1. We'll have Mission Edge and Mission Tide. They're very different. We've got one kind of skyscrapers, ritzy, glitzy, glamour, wingsuit, grapple all over the place. Then we've got one grounded and plays a bit more like a familiar multiplayer play space. We love our high player count modes at Treyarch. We've taken inspiration from Fireteam. We've taken inspiration from Combined Arms. We've got something really exciting for day 1.
Nice.
Really, really exciting stuff. We also have a new mode that we're going to be seeing live gameplay for today called Overload. What's that about?
Well, we're going to find out. Back to the studio.
My name is Miles Ross. I'm here with Joanna, lead game designer on all things modes here in Black Ops 7. So tell me about modes. What do you and your team do?
My team focuses on designing game.
That we would love to talk about a brand new mode called Overload. What is that?
It's a 6v6 objective mode. You have 2 zones, they have 2 zones. Your goal is to secure the overload device and pick it up and capture it in one of the opposing team zones. Once you've secured the device, you have an outline on you to indicate that you have the device. By bringing the device to one of the zones, your team gets 1 point. Your goal is to get 8 points to win the match. And it's been great working on this mode with our partners at Binox.
What happens after I've scored? Does it respawn in a set position or is it random?
An overload device will spawn in one of those 3 locations. The rotations of each spawn is predetermined for each map.
Excellent. This sounds like a very competitive mode.
Oh yes, it is very competitive. It requires a lot of team coordinations and strategies.
Sick. Okay, when it comes to internal playtests, you know, are you guys going crazy? I mean, who's the goal scorer for you guys?
I would have to say I'm the one who tends to be the one picking up the objective and running the device. Mainly because I'm an objective player, and a lot of my team members, like Matrons and Colin Overhaul, they are the slayers in my team. So they tend to clear it my way, and so that I could capture the zone.
So the boys are allergic to the objective. Noted. Good to know. Are there anything within the sandbox of BO7, any new tacticals or anything fun you would recommend using?
New Sight Grenade. It activates hallucination of enemies that are not there. And so when they shoot them, they just burst in red mist. It's fantastic.
So if I get hit by a sight grenade, I will hallucinate, see things that aren't really there.
Yes.
And I can engage with them. And my teammates just think I'm going crazy and shooting walls.
Yes, correct.
That's how I know I'm in trouble. This sounds so much fun. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. And we get to play this in the beta as well.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see y'all in the beta.
Thanks, Joanna. Back to you guys at next.
And you can play Overload in the beta. Pre-order Black Ops 7 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 7 beta starting in just 2 days on October 2nd. Plus, don't forget to jump into the beta on day 2 of early access to experience a taste of zombies with survival. Preload the beta starting tomorrow. And remember, when you play the upcoming Black Ops 7 beta, you can earn all the new rewards in-game, usable in the beta and in Black Ops 7 at launch. If you plan on playing the Black Ops 7 beta on PC, you must have Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 enabled to get in on the action. This is part of an ongoing effort by Team Ricochet to make sure Call of Duty players have the most secure and competitive play. Check out the QR code for more information on how to make sure your machine is compliant. Now let's check out some Overload.
Woo! I cannot wait to see some Overload. I know all of us are itching to see if there's going to be a competitive future in this brand new mode. Some historical nostalgia, kind of maybe leaning on some previous game modes, but something that is so dramatically unique. And with the new mode comes another new map. Let's open up and find our way into the Australian desert of exposure to check out Overload. Take me through just this first half of the game that we're about to see here, Dream Crazy. What are we looking at?
This map looks wild from a standpoint, but you really do have the ability to work to the sides. We have a suspended guild crate, which allows jumping across ladders to gain higher vantage points. And then you have this like indoor control room, which kind of like acts as a node for, enclosed areas, good for holding exits and entrances.
Absolutely the case. Again, some of the keys as we see Simp's team run away with an 8-1 victory. Here are the things that we just need to point to. You saw it in the opening video. The key is to get to 8 total points overall. That gets you a net win. But I think for those that are thinking more on the competitive structure, really the mode is set up into be 2 different halves. You can get 4 points in a particular half. That immediately ends the half and you switch sides, so that way you're not just sitting on one side of the map the entire time.
Exactly. It makes it a little bit more fair that way, you know, switching the sides. And then, of course, should we get there overtime, right? We'll talk about that there later.
We will talk about that later. But that was just a small look at exposure. We also have another new map for you to get a little bit more of a deep dive on, and that is Imprint. And this is really fun. And I didn't actually realize this until Brittany was talking about it. As you run through some of the snow parts of the map, you actually leave footprints behind. So not only is this a 3D printing-based facility, but Imprint also...
54 minuteques.
See some of those snow footprints as you walk through.
Now I gotta ask her, do we hear the crunching? You know, does it really get that realistic? But that's something we've heard before. Hopping here on Imprint, this is also another one with an inner facility, right? You got a lot of these fights in the center part of the map, and then also those hazardous drops around the map, but also an inclinator that lifts and control, you know, lifts people up in those upper zone, snow zones.
Indeed the case. And this is also an overload mode that we're seeing at the moment. And another thing to point to, that overload device has 3 different spawn points, and you heard Joanna talk about it per map. They're set locations, but where it spawns may determine what exactly your setup and strategy is going to look like as you try to score, whether that be at the A or the B point. So really interesting dynamicism being brought into this new game mode that I think, again, fuels that competitive spirit that we're all looking for.
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, some of the spawn points and the fact that, again, that it does rotate around the map, it really kind of just allows you to set things up here. But an extra shout out here to Monster Energy, Unleash the Beast. Head to callofduty.com, callofduty.monsterenergy.com, excuse me, to see how you can earn bonus in-game rewards.
I'll tell you, I am a Monster fan, and I've been picking up that no sugar white Monster, and yep, there are still beta rewards being pushed onto those cans, so make sure you get you some immediately. Another one of those spots, again, that overload device. Some of you might be wondering, what happens if you fall off the map with the device? Well, there's no like cheese in terms of possession. It'll just pop right back up to where you fell off the map, so you don't have that stall tactic that can sometimes be used to give you a bit of advantage if you find yourself up like Stephanie's team currently is.
Yeah, some of the players had a little play test of that and tried to throw it off the map and realize, okay, we can't get set up on reset. We have to play from this awkward position. So that really does force some of these players to, you know, really rethink their strategies.
Absolutely the case. So again, keep your eye on it. As that overload device, we also noticed that as you either capture it or have it in possession, rather, I should say, or if the enemy does, an outline will reveal your position. So it's something, again, to kind of keep in mind in terms of what am I actually doing? Where am I going? How's my team setting up around me? That level of intel gathering is constantly there as you're playing off of the objective. So that's not unfamiliar, I think, for a lot of modes in the past that are possession-based objectives. So something to keep in mind as you experiment with this new competitive mode. You also see where exactly that next spawn point is going to be for the OBJ. So again, just things to kind of keep in mind as you play. And as you continue to look further in towards the beta, make sure you shout out and take a look at Polaris, the official Call of Duty off-road vehicle partner.
Now, kind of you see Stephanie here. They did have a 5-0 lead, and that red team just kind of inching their way back in, as you can see, because you know, with these minute left here, kind of just seeing how much time that we have before the sides are switched, or if should that need to happen. If we didn't already, I know we're kind of jumping into these games that they have started, but you can kind of see there does create an opportunity for teams to come back, plus with that Omni movement and, you know, utilizing it, how quickly they can get around.
And you also see just on the UI right here, Stephanie's able to find a nice 2-piece. That yellow outline revealing that, yep, she is indeed being hunted out. Can you get to the goal in time? Sure can. And another kill to go the way of Stephanie for a 6-2 edge in this particular game. Overload is looking solid. I'm loving it. Xfinity, if you are a partner or at least using them as a provider, Xfinity customers can get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Let me say that again for those that may not have heard me. If you have Xfinity, you make sure you go and sign up though at xfinity.com/rewards.
Ya está listo ya, guacho.
You know, extra perk streaks, equipment that we're seeing in the game here. We do see, you notice in Overload, EMPs being utilized as well. A victory comes in for Stephanie and her squad, 6-2. But you've noticed that, right? EMPs being able to disrupt some of those plays, those push plays with the device.
What are you thinking? Just quickly.
I just
what
want to play.
About Overload? I I hear you. I'm right there with you. Our players are continuing to jump on in, but when we come back, we'll be talking more about camos and more beyond. So don't go anywhere. Call of Duty Next returns after this.
AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of Black Ops 7. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. Herman Miller. Check out the latest Embody gaming colorways at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Xfinity customers get early access to the Black Ops 7 open beta. Visit Awards to claim your code today.
Welcome back, Lawrence and Yale from Treyarch. I am excited to share that we have even more camos to show off. We're not done. As we said earlier, there are more ways than ever to earn camos in Black Ops 7, and that for the first time, that includes a dedicated camo track in the co-op campaign.
Yeah, this is something we've never been able to do before. We have a dedicated camo track in campaign.
No han soltado el código,
and it's really excited to have 16 mastery camos in Black Ops 7. All new mastery camos.
So 4 in each.
4 in each mode. Whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, or co-op campaign, you're going to have a dedicated camo journey and some dope mastery camos to unlock. Let's take a look here.
It's co-op.
Molten Gold.
Yes, these are co-op campaign mastery camos.
Literal drip. Molten camo. Molten gold. That looks so good. Moonstone as well. This is awesome.
Might be one of my favorites in the game, Moonstone. The Treyarch weapons team has really pulled out all the stops with these mastery camos in BO7.
Chroma Flux. I'm loving the sort of star details on the handguard as well. There's so much going on.
Guns look incredible. And of course, obviously for all this stuff, like global progression works across every single mode for the first time. So you can earn this and still be leveling up 1 to 55. It is huge.
I had to first look at the co-op campaign mastery camos, but we got to look at the multiplayer ones as well. I mean, I'm going to be playing all of these now. A wonderful time to be a COD player, but these are some of the multiplayer camos that we can be unlocking. Lawrence, Shattered Gold, talk to me.
Yeah, the 16 all new mastery camos. Here are the MP ones: Shattered Gold, Arclight. I don't know if we've ever had a shinier diamond.
This
in
one got
Call
a lot of
Duty.
cheer.
Ya, salió. Salió.
That's a real like Black Ops.
El código.
So much creativity from the team to be able to pull these off.
This one's one of my favorites. I feel like this one's going to be slept on, but I'm saying it.
Tempest.
Oh, dude, this is great. And I love that you picked a great weapon with a lot of surface area to show off the skin.
Yeah.
It's very cool as well.
The drum nug.
And yeah, rounding it out with Singularity, our final multiplayer mastery camo. In true final mastery fashion, this thing will change when you shoot it. So all 4 of our final masteries across the game have this dynamic nature to them that is just really awesome with automatic weapons and high caliber guns for sure.
That is so fun. That is so cool. Well, Lawrence, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of camos. There's a lot of rewards. How do I keep track of all of these? Like, let's say I'm having a big session. I've unlocked a ton of stuff. But I was on, oh no, I spilled a beverage on the table and I looked away. Oh no, what did I unlock? Can I find out that?
Great question, Miles. Yeah, so we have a new feature in the game we call the reward feed. Pop open the reward feed from the menu panel, and it's got your history of all of your unlocks right there. So this persists across multiple games, multiple sessions. You can pull it up, see what you unlocked a few days ago, equip content from here, investigate, to dig into challenge screens and things like that, and really going to help players keep track of all this stuff because there's a lot to earn.
That helps a lot. And that was everything from stickers to attachments to weapons.
Everything. And you can equip straight from it. It's great.
Now, Lawrence, Season 1 is coming in hot right after launch, and it sounds like with weekly challenges returning, there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, weekly challenges keep the game fresh each week of the season. So the way this works, each week of the season, we're going to have a new piece of gameplay content to unlock for use in your loadouts. This isn't just attachments. We have weapons, we have score streaks in this system. Complete enough challenges, and you'll unlock that week's reward with challenges for all 4 modes. So,
awesome.
Truly connected game. You can complete these challenges in co-op, multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. Oh, and did we mention it's got camos? 2 camos.
Score streaks, all kinds of functional gear.
Animated camo every season available in this system. We also have another camo if you complete half of the weeks in the season. So a lot up for grabs in our weeklies.
I'm looking forward to the final count on how many camos are in this game. It's going to be insane. Oh, of course, we also have to show some love to our Call of Duty esports fam. The World Series of Warzone is live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific, and we also have some really awesome some full details.
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
I can say for now, friends, get ready for the CDL to return in early December. Yale, ranked play is now on the tip of my tongue after talking about the COD League. Where can we get that?
So obviously we're bringing a ton of content at launch, season 1. Big thing for us is just making sure we have the best ranked experience possible. Ranked play is coming in season 2. We've already been playing with a bunch of pros. Everyone's getting excited. So much gear. And Lawrence, there's a couple also feature additions to that for people to explore.
A couple things we can mention today. We're bringing back placement matches to get players closer to your rank faster.
Right.
And we know players want surprise camos.
Whoa!
And so we're doing ranked camos each and every season. Get your goal.
Gotta have bragging rights. It's key.
So ranked play coming to multiplayer in season 2. Now, speaking of the live seasons, I've heard it said that season 1 is going to be the biggest season in Black Ops history in terms of content. Yale, can you confirm?
So we are absolutely bringing it on this game. This is from launch to the end of season 1. We will have 7 multiplayer maps. 6 of those multiplayer maps are full single.
Ya hicimos la... Ya está listo, 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 está listo. El acceso anticipado a la beta, guacho.
Some fan favorites returning from Black Ops 2, but also those brand new maps.
Yep.
And if I'm hearing you right, that doesn't even count what we're bringing to zombies in season 1.
That's right, right. 3 maps in zombies, so obviously you're going to see some of that here, but in season 1 round-based zombie map and 2 survival maps. So this will be the biggest in franchise history.
Oh my goodness, we are wrapping.
Chavo, ¿tenéis lista el... Ya lleva una hora ya?
There is one Black Ops map. Because you're talking about them, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game without it. So Yale, I gotta ask.
I think some of our fans may have a guess on what this town is coming back, harkening back to some of the love for Black Ops 2.
Yo el otro día te comenté un video que tenéis tú en tu TikTok y no me dejó comentártelo porque tu cuenta es privada, no sé qué onda. No dejó mandar un mensaje.
The colors are popping.
It is super fun, and we are excited for people to get to see this shortly after launch.
Yeah, and obviously, like with the BO2 fans out there, I think people are going to be really excited about this version of Nuketown. So shortly after launch.
Yep. Surely after launch, indeed. Fortunately, folks, we can all get our hands on Black Ops 7 multiplayer in the beta this week, and I cannot wait to play with some of my friends. Full disclaimer, you know exactly who you are.
Lawrence, Yale, thank you so much. Coming up at next, we are getting a look at Zombies live gameplay on the brand new map, Ashes of the Damned. Stay tuned.
Se vienen los zombies. Trailercito, trailercito.
Official controller partner of Call of Duty. Hamilton.
Ya está listo ya la horita para completar. Listo, completamos, ya tenemos el acceso anticipado a la beta.
Get yours on November 14th. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty. You're invited to the Little Caesars Call of Duty Challenge. Open the Little Caesars app, accept and complete the challenge. You might win a copy of the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. You'll also be entered for a chance to win the grand prize, a trip to an Activision studio to squad up with George Kittle.
El código ya está canjeado ya, pues ya llevamos la hora ya viendo el directito, así que ya está canjeado el código ya.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, where we are moments away from getting hands-on with Black Ops 7 Zombie.
Ahora vienen los zombies, muchachos.
Getting a little scary. It is our very own survival map. Look at this.
Me imaginaba que para el último iban a tener todo lo que era Rebirth y Verdansk, o sea, o BR.
I know. Y'all are confused. So was I. But as they say, this too shall pass.
Let the carnage begin.
No se ve mal, Pero nunca he jugado a zombies. O sea, nunca le he puesto tanta atención a los zombies. La verdad, las cosas. He jugado re poco lo que es Call of Duty Zombie. Ni siquiera por reclamar los aspectos del arma.
Happy New Year, Demon Spawn!
Definitely wasn't English breakfast.
Oh, literally at my fingertips. Time to roll out.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Play Zombies Survival in the beta.
Yeah, what a trailer, what a song! Team's on point once again with another banger.
Kevin Drew.
Llegaron los zombies para quedarse, muchachos. Así dicen por ahí.
From Treyarch, might I say, welcome to the party. You might. Like our old friend Richtofen.
Yes. Welcome to the Dark Ether as well.
It's time. But we're talking all about Black Ops 7 Zombies, and Zombies reveal was massive, Kevin. So let's just start out big picture. How did the team think about building the Zombies experience for Black Ops 7?
Yeah, so Ashes of the Damned really just represents what we want to do with zombies this year. Just as we, the player, have been sent into the Dark Ether, this map is a Bermuda Triangle where all these locations, and it's the biggest round-based zombies map we've ever made. Every single one of these locations has been sent into the Dark Ether in various time periods, and each one has a unique story and atmosphere. And what was so important with this map was kind of looking back at transit in Black Ops 2.
Right.
And something very unique about that map was bringing real consequence to moving from location to location because you had these extremely dangerous roads between. And so it's a real decision as a squad. You don't want to just go out in those roads. You want to move together.
Yeah.
And so today, what the players are going to be playing here is a smaller part of the map. We want to preserve most of the experience for everyone at home on launch day. So what's going to happen is at 30 minutes, we're going to trigger exfil automatically at the next round, and everyone at that point, it's a try to get out alive.
And no main quest.
No main quest.
is turned
All
off, so
the
no
quest
spoilers.
stuff is turned off.
No spoilers.
There's still plenty to experience today in this map.
Awesome stuff. And just to
No sé qué carajo dicen porque en realidad no tengo idea de lo que dicen en inglés.
inside the map. Hopefully our creators are prepared for what's about to come their way. Look at this, once again, descending deeper into this absolutely incredible map, guys. It's glorious to look at. A little surprise as well. I don't know if our creators are locked in.
Got some help on the way here.
Are they going to see it? Are they going to notice? Oh, I see the lights already. Here she comes. Oh, it's the Wunder vehicle to the rescue.
That's old Tessie for ya.
Tessie is actually here at next.
Yes.
A lot of our creators, including ourselves, have had the pleasure to get in the real thing, jump on it. There's a Wonder weapon on the top. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I've been so excited about this map, and I'm so glad it's finally out there. We can talk about it. It's in the hands of our creators. So the live gameplay is kicking.
Ahí está el gameplay de los zombies, guacho.
Let's take a look. Okay, so Steve, where are we at? We're seeing somebody, Mama K is getting in Tessie right here, I think, at Janus Towers.
They're starting off at Janus Towers. It's transition from Black Ops 6 to here. They're going to have to get the Wonder vehicle running. They're going to try to get to either the farm or Blackwater Lake. When they're there, they're going to experience some horrors. This is a creepy map. The Van Dorn farm is just terrifying. I love the barn there. There's like bodies hanging. The corpses are swinging. They can break their arms off, fall down and chase you. Well, now they're in the fog.
You took no time to get in Tessie and start going into the roads between.
Oh my goodness.
Tessie's already taken a beating.
That is one of the new enemies on the back of the of Tessie
so
there, right?
Those are the Ravagers, and you can see that they're little gremlins, and they love being in the fog, and they just took care of Tessie already. They're really good at jumping on and just starting to just tear it to pieces. Hopefully she gets out of there, because it gets really hectic. So.
I was about to ask you, so obviously in these spaces between the locations on Ashes of the Damned, now you can get out of the Wonder vehicle, but Steve, should you get out of the Wonder vehicle?
Well, we call this the fog. These roads, these transitions between areas, it's very dangerous. The round rules are not the same as regular rules here. So zombies can continually respawn, and when you try to kill them, they actually just poof into like dust and can reform, right? So you have to just try your best to get through there. You gotta run, you gotta fix the car really quickly and get out of there, because you're not gonna be getting points, you're not gonna be getting drops or power-ups. So keep on, make it through.
So we're obviously seeing the Wonder vehicle there, but we need this. This map is so big that we need a vehicle to get around it and drive between each of the areas. Kevin, what does it mean to have old Tessie in RBZ?
Yeah, so this is a true Wonder vehicle, and we call it the 5th member of the squad, because Tessie is so essential to your success in this map. We just saw you absolutely need her to get from place to place, but even beyond that, you're going to be powering her up and upgrading her. Initially, you'll find she's a bit slow and disrepair, but the first thing you do is find a familiar bus driver's head in the starting area and install it in the dashboard of Tessie. So now you've got to get a bit of a automated repair and some personality as well. And then from there, I think we'll see a lot of that today, is getting the Pack-a-Punch. You're eventually going to get to Ashwood and find a disrepaired Pack-a-Punch, and you're going to take that jet thruster, put it in the back of Tessie, give it a boost jump, as well as, for the first time ever, giving yourself a mobile Pack-a-Punch, which is awesome.
Oh my gosh, we're hearing Mama K like she's loving the map right now. She's looking up. What a moody, lighting situation you have throughout.
Yes. There's a lot of atmosphere in this map. It's very creepy. Each space is just very unique.
So what is the name of this location? This
is Blackwater Lake. It's this old cabin that's been transported here, just as everything else. This is really like a Bermuda Triangle type of area. So all manner of places from all over can show up here, and it's just cool. The really cool thing too you'll see is there's unique zombies to each area. So there's some lost hikers here, some backpackers and stuff. In Janus, you'll see Janus Tower security and employees there. Really cool detail.
Okay, so we're back in Tessie. Steve, what are some of the upgrades? What are some of the other upgrades that you can
see
make?
The abominations. One of my favorites. So you're increasing the durability of the vehicle there, which really helps. It actually is chomping through zombies. The beam attack is super powerful. It just blasts through, cuts through your enemies. It's great. There's also the DG2 turret, which we just saw. Super helpful. You get a player on top of there, help clear the hordes ahead of you. Its electric attack can chain to other enemies. It's really, really powerful, really awesome.
Kevin, this doesn't look like the cabin anymore.
No, so we're back. We're over at Van Dorn Farm. So right off the bat, you can get to go left or right, and this is the other path. And somebody got lucky and got a ray gun at round 6, which is awesome.
And it's skunk, so that can only go one way.
He's a lucky boy.
So this is, you know, lovingly referred to on our team as the murder barn.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about what's going on here.
So the Van Dorn family, they got to the Dark Ether here. They're just a murder family. They're crazy. They took out everybody. You see the bodies hanging here. Some of them are still wriggling around and moving. These zombies can break out. They can break their heads off, jump down and chase after you. So it's just super cool horror vibes in there. It's terrifying. I love it.
So someone just got to Ashwood, and they're upgrading the Tessie with the Pack-a-Punch here. So they've already gotten the power up, and Ashwood is kind of our central location. It's this 1800s kind of western town that was just dropped in this place, and it's kind of right on top of this chasm. So if you look up, there's this massive bridge with a generator. It's just a really cool space, a lot of verticality. Combat roll actually is really useful in this place.
Ooh.
Just be able be able to jump off that bridge and just roll right over to Tessie at the garage.
You got any augments for that?
Yeah, Flopper totally supports combat roll. So
It's great. You got to think about wall jumping as well as rolling now. There's a lot of flopping going on.
yeah, there is. There's a lot of opportunities for some purple explosions.
But before
A mí, muchachos. Tengo que dormir,
this is
muchachos.
such a big map, I want to throw it back to Treyarch so we can.
Muchas gracias a los que pasaron por el directo el día de hoy. Fue un ratito, una vista pequeña a lo que es el juego. Bueno, no hubo mucho, la verdad. Bueno, vamos a seguir luego. Ya que de verdad tengo que ir a dormir. Tengo que trabajar, así que yo hubiera seguido, de verdad. Yo hubiera seguido. Pero la verdad es que no se puede, así que... Muchas gracias a todos los que pasaron por el directo, muchachos. Se agradece un montón. Bye. Chau, chau.